Look at that. You hear it? You hear it? Can you hear that? That is the sound of crispy sweet potato chips that I made in the microwave that are actually healthy. And I'm gonna show you how to make them right now in this episode of Lean Living. Sweet potatoes, lean way, yeah, yeah. We are making crispy sweet potato chips using the microwave. I love this recipe for 2 reasons. First and foremost, it only takes a few minutes to make. So that is amazing. Secondly, it is a whole lot healthier than our standard bag of chips. And you're gonna see why when I take you through this recipe. And, well, I've got another reason. I got one more reason why I love these. Because sweet potatoes are a great way to replenish our glycogen stores. They are lower on the glycemic index than your standard white potatoes. They are slower releasing and not going to spike our blood sugar levels, which means we feel energized and happy all throughout the day without crashing. So that is 3 reasons to get very excited about these. Without further ado, I want you to get your sweet potato and wash your sweet potato. And also, please subscribe to the channel so you never miss the leanness again, and give me a big thumbs up if you make this recipe and like this video. And last but not least, remember to tag me on LEANSQUAD at Instagram if you make this, because every time you make the leanness, you are inspiring someone else you know to follow in your lean steps. And I can share it. I can share it on my Instagram. And then we're inspiring even more people. So those are all the things I'm asking of you. And I'm also asking you to get very excited for this recipe. So without further ado, we're gonna actually leave the skin on. And then next up, whoa, I got it. You're gonna grab a knife, and don't try that at home because that was very, very scary. We're gonna start chopping. Now, not crazy chops like that. I'm talking thin slices of sweet potato. So you wanna take your time here. Make sure you get them extra thin. This is the key to making crispy sweet potatoes using the microwave. The thinner, the better. Look at it. Look at it. It's time to get lean. Whew. Woo! Look at those sweet potato chippies. We have got them all prepped nice and thin. Now, next step is, well, a bowl full of ice water, all right? So I want you to fill it up. And this is a key step because this ice water in our bowl gets rid of all the starch. Then you grab your sweet potato chippies right there. In they go to the ice water. Don't forget this little one. Get them all in there. And we're only gonna do this for about 2 to 3 minutes. On a plate, you're gonna put some paper towel down. And then we're gonna pat these guys dry. Next step is parchment paper onto a microwavable friendly plate. And then we're going to lay our sweet potatoes on this in a circular motion. None of your sweet potatoes overlap. Well, I'll bring you in for this part too. The last one. There you go. Now the next step is olive oil. You can actually use any kind of oil, avocado oil, canola oil, olive oil, whatever you want. Instead of dousing these chips in a ton of oil like your traditional store-bought chips, which means those chips are packed filled with calories, we're just going to use it sparingly, just enough to make sure they still taste incredible and they still get that crispy texture that we are all after. So literally, just a little bit of a brush. I actually lost my brush, I can't seem to find it. So I'm just going to use a little bit and pat them around. But if you have a brush, I want you to brush each side again. There we go. So I got my chips perfectly oiled up. Before we go on to the next step, I want you guys to make sure you stay tuned because there are 2 key steps coming up, and I'm also at the very end going to show you guys how to season your lean sweet potato crispy chips perfectly 2 different ways. And again, it goes back to comparing these to our traditional store-bought chips. The seasoning is going to be a lot lower in the sodium content, which is huge for our health. Similarly, it is not going to have any preservatives in it. Again, that is key. Here we go, up to the microwave. Now my microwave is about 1200 watts, so I'm gonna do it for about a minute 30. In we go. Woo! Steamy. All right, so that's round 1. Then we're gonna flip them over. We're going back in it for another round, minute 30. Oh, wow, look at these. So crispy and lean. Oh, it's hot. Look at that, crispy. Woo, hot. Now, if yours aren't crispy, that is just a little variance in the microwave. So you gotta toy with the time. Maybe it's a minute 45, maybe it's 2 minutes. You gotta figure it out. But for me, 130 was perfectly lean. Ooh, it's hot. Squaddies, we've got our crispy potato chips in a bowl. And look at the crispiness of them. Oh, no, I dropped one. Look at that. You hear it? Wow, those are amazing. The final step to perfecting these chips is seasoning. For me, I'm all about the barbecue seasoning, so that is exactly what I did. I did a little bit of chili powder and followed up with some onion powder and garlic powder and a little bit of salt, and you have your own custom-made barbecue seasoning, and play with those amounts. Play with them, whatever floats your boat. Next seasoning is a parm crusted sweet potato chip. I actually really like this one too. It's a very close call between the BBQ and this one, but all we're doing is sprinkling in some Parmesan into the bowl, mix it about, add some salt, add some pepper, and a little bit of parsley, and you are well on your way. All right, squaddies, that's it for this episode. I really hope you enjoyed it. I really hope you make these, and remember to tag me at LEANSQUAD on Instagram. Similarly, if you want to transform your body, make sure you check out all the transformations of the squaddies who have done the 90-day lean plan. I've linked it above. They are so inspirational, and that could be you. Eating healthy foods like this, cooking at home, I lay everything out for you. One last time, hit the subscribe, and I will see you back here next episode. Woo!